notifications. Don't you gotta love them. What's happening, Tube Nation, Facebook fam? What's good? It's your boy Big Big. Real quick, let's talk about this. Let's try to keep it under 5 minutes. I'm going to upset some people when I say this, but the most effective thing for the hood, where a lot of us live, is not the church. The most effective tool for helping the hood become better is not the church. And I know you're saying, what? How could you say this? Blasphemy? You going to hell? Hear me out. Most of you have known about the church, have been in church for at least the last 20, 30 years. Most of my friends are close to their 30s or in their 30s. You've seen the hood, been prayed for since you've been introduced to the church. You've seen the hood get progressively worse since you've been introduced to the church. Now that begs a question. Either God does not exist, or God ain't hearing nobody's prayers when it pertains to the hood. Or, since most of you probably stopped this video and say, oh, nah, he going to hell, put your comment on. Or, that's not the answer for a physical issue. We have this idea that we're supposed to take a spiritual stance towards physical issues. Even in your Bible, Jesus said, if you're sick, see a physician. He didn't say pray about it. He said seek a physician. Yet, we do everything but. I'm going to tell you some problems that are in the hood. And we can go over, well, they don't want to listen. They hood rats. They're ignorant. That's the church's fault. You've been in the hood all the time. You haven't realized there's a problem. There are particular needs that need to be met. And you haven't decided not one time to take a generation of children and get to them and influence them instead of their environment influencing them. That's your fault. And that shows how much you care about said neighborhood. We need to understand financial literacy in the hood. Instead of being the one buying the rims, be the one to sell the rims. Instead of being the one buying the weaves, be the one to sell the weaves. Instead of being the ones to buy the Jordans, sell the Jordans, buy stock in Jordan. Instead of being a consumer all the time, be a producer. Sell the product. Buy it wholesale and sell it to the masses. Buy it wholesale and sell it to the masses. That's one part of financial literacy that we can do to change the way the hood is. Because now we're not just blowing money buying everything from everybody else and increasing the value of their neighborhood because our money leaves our hood and goes to them. We're recirculating money back in our neighborhoods. And now we can have nicer parks. And now we turn down these dilapidated homes and build up nicer homes and increase the property value in our area and where we live. Quit expecting your babies to be superstar athletes. You are setting all your kids up for failure. Because maybe one out of 30 babies will become an NFL athlete or NBA athlete or MLB, I'm sorry, or FIFA. A handful of your kids will be superstar athletes and actually make it. All right? It's not going to be all your babies. So trying to set them all up. You're going to be a great football player. We stop that. All right? That's great aspirations. Excuse me. To have and to want them to be the superstar athlete, but realistically, that's not going to happen. You see it now. Not everybody's an NBA player. Not everybody's an NFL player. Not everybody's a baseball player. Not everybody's a soccer player, a professional. That's not how it works. It's always you have your superstars and you have the backup. And not everybody makes the backup. Create realistic goals for your children. Teach them how to invest. Teach them how to buy land. Teach them how to buy stocks and bonds. Teach them how to invest in upstart companies. Teach them what we didn't know when we were coming up. Most of my friends will tell you, I'm probably going to go with this 5-minute mark. Most of my friends will tell you, if actually you can just look down my timeline. Most of my friends that I have now are in their 30s now and starting their own companies. Things we should have been doing 10, 15 years ago, we're doing now because we didn't know better. We did the formula that was given before us. Graduate high school, go to college, Do something with yourself and work hard, and you'll be all right. And it's not working. After 10 years of trying, 10, 15 years of trying, we was like, oh, wait a minute, this ain't working. Let me switch gears. And it becomes a necessity for us to be entrepreneurs and investors now. Do that with your children early. I don't care if you think, oh, they too know. They know. You can either occupy their time to teach them how to be investors and producers, or they little snotty nosed friends, silly ass friends. The teachers and the world can indoctrinate them into the idea that they're not gonna be worth nothing. They're gonna be in and out of prison. They're gonna be a baby daddy, baby mama, and that's their life. That's the life they got to look forward to. You can change that now. Well, how do I do it? The same way you do everything else you want to learn. Look it up on the internet. Google it. How to start an LLC, a limited liability corporation. how to fix my credit. How to establish business credit for my child. You can find all that. You'll find great people. You'll find people like Dr. Boyce Watkins that have great information. And all the people he's connected to his network. Start networking. Start networking, which means you won't have to smile at black people more than you frown at them. I know it's scary, right? And love yourself. Above all that, love your blackness. That's what makes you amazing. That's what makes you a standout. Love your blackness. Okay? And teach your babies to love their blackness. Teach your baby to love their blackness. There's a whole bunch I can probably go into, but I don't have 30, 40 minutes. There's a lot. Black people need to unpack up here. All of us. We need to unpack up here, and there's a lot to go over, but this is the place or the time. I just want to give you a few tidbits and let you know we can change the outcome of the hood. And some of you probably still offended. Don't want to talk to me anymore. That's fine. That's cool. But be honest with yourself. Look in your neighborhood. Look in the neighborhood you say you serve. Can you honestly say it has gotten better over the last 20, 30 years because of the work that you've been doing in your congregation? Not y'all buying a property and building new buildings to add to your church building. I'm talking about the neighborhood itself gotten better. As the people, the way they think and the way they operate, the way they move. Has it been because of your congregation? Or has it gotten worse? Then if it's gotten worse, maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't that you're praying for the hood. The problem is, let's just say the solution is that you're going to pray for the hood and hope well for the hood. You actually need to teach the babies in the hood. And I'm very clear about that. Teach the children in the hood to think differently than their predecessors, so they can move differently than their predecessors, so the outcome can be better than what it was. And that's all I got to say on that. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Ashe.